Okay, so hello everybody, and this is a game from SS Tour semifinals, a game against between actually TEP and WW team. The first game was won by WW, I believe. It was quite a decisive game. TEP pretty much owned in that game. So let's see if they can change something up. There was a surprise pick from WW team in the first game. That was a Broodmother. Now first ban for TEP. And by the way, TEP won in a quarterfinal games against EVA. It was a 2-0 game, and WW won versus LA. So let's see who's gonna take the edge. WW is leading 1-0. If they win one more game, they're through to the finals of the winner bracket, and then they will play against the winner of loser bracket. So far we have bans for Sentinel team: Broodmother, Corbolus, Furion, Sand King, and Morph. This is, by the way, old version, so Morph is still mega OP. So clearly they don't want Scourge team to push, and there is Invoker, Darkseer, Naga, Batrider, and Weaver bans for Scourge. So nothing really strange, just usual heroes, usual bans. We have Rubik, Windrunner, Shaker, and Razor. Okay, that's not really standard for this version, but okay. Works fine with Shaker, and we'll probably see one more support, I believe. Maybe they can send Windrunner as a support, second support with Shaker, and then go for one more carry. But let's see. So we have Lycan, Lich, Bane Elemental, Tiny, and is this a Bone Fletcher or Pugna? I'm not sure. I believe it's a Bone Fletcher. Yeah, it's a Bone Fletcher, quite annoying hero. So I am curious to see what the lanes are going to be for Scourge team. They'll probably have Lycan in Woods, Bone Fletcher soloing, I believe, top. Lich should be in that case on solo bottom lane, and Tiny Bane dual lane. I don't believe the Bane is the best roamer, so maybe even Tiny going as a support. But then again, that's really hard to play. So Sentinel taking some time to get a final hero for their team. And really, I don't know, Razor really can't carry this alone. They need one more carry. There is a Doom, who is a quite decent counter pick for Bane, even Bone Fletcher and Tiny. But they need more disables. Maybe a Warlock to give them some other edge in a team fight. Let's see, 30 seconds remaining for them. Still, they have really strong trial and whatever. But yeah, okay, there is Lanaya. So Windrunner is actually no, or maybe, well, maybe Rubik can go for support, but I believe the better solution for them is to send the Windrunner as a support, because that is really devastating trial in Razor, Windrunner, and Shaker. But yeah, considering that Rubik both Observer wards, Windrunner gonna be solo lane. And let's see, Lich is going for mid. I believe he's just gonna ward bottom lane. So we have trial in top for Sentinel team. Windrunner, I believe, should be solo bottom, or no, maybe she's just late for a team gang. There is a Lich going for a ward, and Lycanthrope Wolf just gonna spot them. I believe he saw him. Not 100% sure. Okay, he saw him. So Bane is actually on mid. Tiny and Lich going bottom lane, so this is really interesting. And Lycan is going, I believe he's Woods, but I don't know what's he doing right now. Meanwhile, Lanaya picking Slippers of Agility and Healing Salve, some more tangos. So she's not going for a fast bottle. Something I really think she should have done. Shaker getting 3 clarities and a tango. So he actually spent all of his gold, so I don't know. Did he bought... Okay, yeah, Shaker bought a chick, but I believe Rubik bought wards, so... Okay, they actually have sentry wards also, so... And let's see how Tiny gonna farm on this lane. He really shouldn't have that great time, considering that they... Actually, what's Scourge doing? I mean, Sentinel doing? Rubik's still not on his lane. But nevertheless, Razor completely free farming for now. And we have a Windrunner, Bone Fletcher lane. I believe it's a pretty even lane, maybe Bone having slight advantage in later phases of the game. But then again, Windrunner can land some nukes and just scare him away from the lane. Bane is actually one of the rare heroes that can, well, not maybe a win lane against Lanaya, but he can survive it, at least. Of course, this is not a version with an Enfeeble buff, so it's not going to have too much impact against Lanaya when she gets a BKB. And Razor actually going pretty aggressive against Tiny and Lich. Now Shaker is going for a pull to get some XP, but not. He's too late for a pull, but never mind, gonna make a stack. Lanaya so far dominating mid lane. He has 11 to 1, considering that Bane has 5 to 2. Well, he's fine. Bane one of those heroes that needs levels. Some items, not too many. It's a really great hero, and I believe it's a bit of underpicked, underrated. So far actually Bone not doing that well against Windrunner. He's got himself a Ring of Basilius for some mana regeneration and some armor. Gonna turn it off so he doesn't give armor to creeps. I'm gonna push the lane. And actually Rubik is trying to harass Lycanthrope. Not doing actually too much. But then again, Lycan level 3 used already all of his clarities. Let's see what he has in check. There is a Ring of Regeneration and a Clarity Potion. Going to Lycan, usually you would rush a Ring of Basilius, and I don't think this is the right choice. He really needs that mana regeneration, and don't underestimate 2 armor from Basilius. And Rubik just being annoying here, not doing too much, and I believe this isn't the right choice. He should be going on a bottom lane to completely shut down the Tiny. As we see, Tiny has got 14 creeps, so actually he's ahead of farm. But let's see, Razor going for kill. One more hit gonna do it. No! First kill completely missed, and now Tiny going for kill. Actually, first blood being picked up by Razor, and he's going for a... No, second kill for him. But then again, they managed to get the first blood on Lich. They needed one more hit on this Razor to hold on. So really, this Rubik should stay on bottom lane, I believe. Not much he can do on mid lane. He can't really harass that Lycanthrope. Of course he has decent nukes, but not enough to kill him. And Lanaya sitting at level 5, 23 CS. Quite impressive. We see a top lane. Lycan actually going for harass on Windrunner. Might just fall, but Shackles, I mean Power Shot miss. And actually there is a Ring of Basilius on Lycanthrope and a Ring of Health, so he's perfectly fine. Razor taking some damage from Lich Nova. Not gonna do too much. He already has a Ring of Health and a Raid Band. Should be getting Ring of Aquila pretty soon. The only hero that is really good for Sentinel team when it comes to Rubik's ulti is Bane Elemental. Well, it could be Lich, but only for ulti, and I don't believe Lich will allow them to steal ulti. And all of these Bane spells are really quite important. Enfeeble, Sleep, and the ulti. And there is a nice block by Shaker. Nevertheless, Tiny going in and taking a kill on Razor. Razor overextending really. Underestimating the nuke power from Tiny. And there is a dive from Bone Fletcher, gonna take a kill on Windrunner. Not something we should expect. And that concludes the lane. I believe Bone Fletcher should be winning this lane pretty easily. Razor going from the side. Let's see. Shaker has no mana, so he's really just wasting time. Gonna do some hits on Tiny, not gonna do too much. Just nuking up some damage. Lanaya sitting on level 6 and still no ganks, and Lycan, I believe she should go for it. She has a trap, so should be placing in the woods. I believe traps don't block the camps, which is actually a pretty cool thing since... Oh, there is a nice Fissure from Shaker, but not gonna block enough for Razor to get a kill. And actually Razor being pretty baller, going in. Might take a fall here, but Tiny has no mana, so he's safe. Bone Fletcher's finally starting to win this lane. 38 CS compared to 28. Not too bad for Windrunner, but she should be getting some help really soon. And the Rubik has Sentry Ward from the beginning, so if they wanna go in for Bone Fletcher, they can get him. And let's see. Actually, Rubik is going from the wrong side. I don't know what... Okay, now he switched it. There is no Shackle Shot. Oh. Why would you do that? Oh, Bone Fletcher knows now, and he's just going back off for neutral creep. Taking with ulti. And there is a TP from Bane, so they might go for some kills. Meanwhile, bottom tower being destroyed by Sentinel team. And now Tiny in some trouble. He's wasting a lot of gold for restorative items. Lich not really being the best support against aggressive heroes, and there is a nice initiation by Scourge team, gonna take 2 kills on top lane. Meanwhile, mid tower going down for Scourge team, so kill wise